Something unexpected shakes the calm of Heartland. Ranch Jack's words about Ty's marriage make Amy freeze in disbelief. Fans are talking about it, and the ranch will never feel the same again. The sun hangs low over Heartland Ranch, casting a warm golden glow over the rolling fields and quiet paddocks. Horses graze peacefully, and a gentle breeze rustles through the trees. But beneath this calm, a storm is quietly brewing. Amy walks along the fence, her mind wandering, unaware that today's routine conversation is about to change everything. Jack approaches from the barn, holding a stack of papers, and calls her name casually, his voice friendly, but carrying a hint of seriousness. Amy smiles, expecting nothing unusual, but the moment Jack mentions Ty, the smile fades. The name hangs in the air like a sudden gust of wind, sending shivers down Amy's spine. Her eyes widen, and she instinctively steps back, her fingers tightening on the fence post. The peaceful ranch now feels different, heavier, charged with emotions she can't ignore. Jack's words echo in her mind. A simple mention of Ty's marriage, almost as if it's ordinary, but Amy knows it's anything but. Memories flash Ty, laughing, the times they shared, and all the moments that shaped her life on the ranch. The familiar barns and pastures suddenly seem like the backdrop to an unfolding drama. Where every glance, every word carries weight, Amy's heart races. She feels a mix of confusion, nostalgia, and a pang of fear about what this could mean for her future. The quiet of the ranch now feels loaded with tension, as if even the horses sense something is different. Jack, oblivious to the storm he just unleashed, smiles politely and gestures toward the barn, trying to keep the conversation casual. Amy can't focus on anything else. Her mind keeps returning to the mention of Ty. Why now? Why this way? The camera pans over the rolling fields, the sun casting long shadows, mirroring the shadows of doubt forming in Amy's heart. Every detail of the ranch, the fences, the hay bales, the distant mountains, seems to reflect her inner turmoil. The peacefulness she's always taken for granted now feels fragile, as though any moment could tip it into chaos. The scene closes. On Amy's face, a mix of shock and silent questioning, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Her eyes scan the horizon, as if searching for answers that aren't coming. The gentle wind carries the faint sound of distant laughter from the barn, but to Amy, it feels like a distant memory, a reminder of what might be slipping away. The video fades slightly, keeping viewers hooked, their curiosity ignited. What did Jack mean? Why mention Ty now? The calm of Heartland Ranch has been shattered, and Amy is left standing in a storm she didn't see coming. The ranch wakes slowly, bathed in soft morning light that spills across the paddocks, turning dew-covered grass into sparkling green waves. Horses lift their heads, stamping gently on the earth, their breath forming faint mist in the crisp air. Amy walks along the path leading to the barn, her boots crunching on gravel, a familiar rhythm that usually brings her peace. But today, even the comforting sounds of Heartland feel different, heavier, as if the ranch itself is holding its breath. Birds chirp nervously from the trees, their songs interrupted by the faint echo of hooves from nearby pastures. Every corner of the ranch seems ordinary, yet under the serene exterior, there's a tension that Amy can't ignore. Jack moves through the barn, organizing tools and hay bales, his casual movements hiding the significance of what he said moments ago to anyone else. It's a normal morning, full of chores and calm conversations. But for Amy, every glance at Jack, every soft shuffle of his feet, carries a weight she isn't ready to face. She pauses at the fence, hands resting on the worn wood, staring at the fields where so many memories with Ty linger. The smell of hay, the sound of wind through the trees, even the distant laughter of younger family members working on the ranch, it all triggers a mix of longing and anxiety. Today, the ranch feels like both a sanctuary and a courtroom, witnessing her inner struggle unfold in silence as she walks past the paddocks. Her eyes catch small reminders of the past Ty's favorite spot under the old oak tree, the worn saddle he left behind, the barn corner where they shared quiet conversations. Each detail pulls at her heart, making Jack's words echo louder in her mind. Even the animals sense her unease. A horse nudges its companion, ears flicking toward Amy, as if feeling the unspoken tension. The ordinary rhythm of ranch life, feeding, grooming, maintaining fences, feels almost surreal now. Every step Amy takes is measured, every breath tinged. With anticipation, the camera would sweep over the rolling hills and golden sunlight, emphasizing how the ranch's natural beauty contrasts sharply with the storm brewing in Amy's heart. Jack's voice, still calm and steady, drifts faintly in the background, a reminder of the reality she can't ignore. The peaceful ranch, once a place of comfort and routine, now stands as a stage for unspoken emotions and hidden questions. Amy's gaze lingers on the horizon, her mind racing. Caught between memories of Ty and the uncertain future Jack's words hint at. The scene closes with a wide shot of the ranch, the golden light softened by the tension, leaving viewers anticipating what Amy will do next. Amy had just finished brushing down the horses, her mind still half in the calm rhythm of the ranch, when Jack approached with a relaxed stride that barely hinted at what he was about to say. The sun glinted off the barn roof, casting long shadows over the gravel path. And for a moment, everything felt ordinary until Jack spoke. His words were casual, almost innocent, but they hit Amy like a sudden gust of wind. "You know, Ty mentioned something about marriage again," said, tossing the phrase into the quiet morning air like a stone into still water. Amy froze. The brush in her hand hovered mid-air as her heart skipped a beat. That simple statement, so ordinary, in Jack's calm voice, carried a weight she wasn't ready for. Memories flooded back, Ty laughing under the old oak tree. The way his eyes lit up when he spoke of the future, and all the moments Amy had tried to tuck safely away in her heart. The ranch around her, the horses, the fences, the gentle hills, suddenly seemed sharper, every detail a reminder that nothing was truly calm anymore. Even the birds stopped their singing for a heartbeat, as if the world had paused to let Amy process Jack's words. Jack, unaware of the storm he'd unleashed, continued, organizing the barn quietly, whistling softly, giving nothing away. But Amy could not ignore the way those words echoed inside her. Questions spiraled. Why bring it up now? Does he know something I don't? What does it mean for us here on this ranch, this life I've built? Every simple glance toward Jack now felt loaded with meaning. The quiet hum of the ranch, the creak of the barn doors. The soft rustle of hay was pierced by the racing of Amy's thoughts. Visually, the scene would linger on Amy's face, capturing the subtle shift from calm to shock. Her eyes dart to the horizon, to Ty's old favorite spots, to Jack's casual posture in the barn, every detail magnifying the tension. The camera pans across the ranch, showing its serene beauty, contrasting sharply with the emotional storm inside Amy. Even the wind seems to carry Jack's words, whispering them through the tall grass, reminding her that the past is never far. Behind this moment doesn't need grand gestures. Its power lies in the small, intimate details. A dropped brush, a deep inhale, the fleeting glance at Jack's calm expression. The ranch remains picturesque, but Amy's world has shifted. Nothing feels ordinary anymore. Viewers are left holding their breath, wondering how she will react. How Jack could be so unaware of the emotional earthquake he just set off. And what this means for Amy's heart in Heartland, Season 20. Amy stands frozen for a heartbeat. The morning light painting her face in warm hues, yet nothing about this moment feels warm. The ranch around Hertha, grazing horses, the rolling fields, even the gentle wind feels distant, as if she's seeing everything through a haze. Her heart pounds, echoing the unspoken tension, and every memory of Ty comes rushing back with vivid intensity. She remembers the laughter, the late-night rides under the stars, the quiet moments that felt like forever. Jack's words weren't, just to mention they were a spark, igniting feelings Amy thought she had carefully tucked away. She grips the fence, knuckles whitening, as if the rough wood could anchor her racing thoughts. Her breaths come in shallow, uneven bursts. Images flash before her eyes. Ty standing under the oak tree, the way he smiled when he talked about his dreams, the plans that never fully formed. A pang of jealousy mixes with longing, a bittersweet ache she doesn't want to admit. Flick toward Jack, who continues his chores oblivious, his calm demeanor contrasting sharply with the storm inside her. Every subtle movement he makes, turning, bending, brushing off his hands feels amplified, loaded with a tension that only she can feel. The ranch, once a place of comfort and routine, now mirrors Amy's inner conflict. A horse lifts its head, neighing softly, and she startles, realizing even the familiar sounds can't soothe her anymore. Gaze drifts to Ty's old favorite spots, the worn patch under the oak tree, the saddle he left behind, the distant barn, where they once shared quiet moments. The past and present collide, making the world feel unstable. Like the calm ranch could collapse under the weight of unresolved emotions. Visually, the scene lingers on Amy's face, her eyes wide, lips pressed together, a flicker of tears threatening to escape. A slow pan captures her hands trembling slightly as she tries to regain composure. The wind picks up, tugging at her, hair brushing against her cheek, as if echoing the chaos she feels inside. Even the golden sunlight, usually comforting, seems sharper, casting shadows that dance across her features, reflecting her inner turmoil. Amy doesn't speak. There are no words yet, but every gesture, every glance, every subtle breath communicates. A storm of emotions. The camera pulls back to reveal her small figure against the vast ranch, emphasizing how overwhelmed she feels. Caught between memories, feelings, and the uncertainty Jack has stirred. The viewers feel her confusion, her longing, and the unspoken questions weighing on her heart. One thing is clear, Amy's world on Heartland Ranch has shifted. Nothing will feel ordinary again. The ranch seems quieter now, but the silence is heavy, loaded with unspoken words. Amy stands near the paddock gate, her hands gripping the wood, heart racing as she tries to process Jack's earlier comment. Jack, unaware of the emotional ripple he's caused, walks toward her with a casual smile, a hay rake in hand, and starts talking about chores and schedules. Every word he utters feels like it carries a hidden weight, even if it isn't meant to. Amy hears them differently now. Every normal conversation twists in her mind, circling back to Ty, to marriage, to what could have been or might still be. She glances at Jack, trying to read his expression, searching for hints she isn't sure she wants to find. His calmness frustrates her, making her heart pound faster. The ranch, with its familiar sounds, the clip-clop of hooves, the distant caw of a crow, the faint squeak of a gate becomes a stage for tension, every little noise magnifying her anxiety. Her mind races with questions. Why mention Ty again? Is this just casual conversation for Jack, or does it carry deeper meaning? Every memory of Ty and their shared moments on the ranch threatens to surface, tugging her emotions in different directions. Visually, the camera pans slowly across Amy's face, capturing subtle expressions. A furrowed brow, lips pressed tight, eyes flickering with conflict. The sunlight streams through the barn's open doors, creating long shadows across the floor. Mirroring the uncertainty and shadows now lurking in Amy's heart, Jack continues his tasks, but the gentle way he moves, the tilt of his head, the pause in his step feels loaded with implication. The audience can almost hear Amy's thoughts in the silence between his words, each pause heavy with possibility. Amy steps closer to Jack, wanting clarity, needing to confront the swirling emotions inside her. But before she can speak, a sudden sound a horse's snort or the creak of a distant fence distracts her, leaving her words caught in her throat.
Ow.
The tension isn't just internal, it radiates outward, coloring every interaction, every glance. Even the ranch itself seems complicit, its wide open spaces amplifying the emotional distance growing between Amy and the world she thought she understood. The scene lingers on Amy and Jack, two figures framed by the vast ranch, one calm and unaware, the other caught in a storm of emotion. The subtle choreography of body language, glances, and timing conveys more than words ever could. Amy's hesitation, her small, tentative movements, and Jack's casual ease create a push and pull that heightens suspense. Every viewer feels the stakes. Will Amy confront Jack? Or will she let the moment pass, letting Ty's shadow linger over Heartland Ranch just a little longer? By the end of this section, the tension is almost unbearable, teasing viewers with the promise of confrontation, emotion, and drama. The ranch, serene in appearance, hides a brewing storm, leaving fans on the edge of their seats, wondering how Amy will navigate the complex web of feelings Jack has unwittingly unraveled. The sun is dipping low, casting long golden shadows across Heartland Ranch, turning the fields into a sea of amber and gold. Amy stands near the edge of the pasture, her silhouette framed by the fading light. The ranch is quiet now, almost eerily so, as if the world itself is holding its breath, waiting for her next move. Jack is nearby, finishing chores. Completely unaware of the storm raging inside Amy, every step he takes echoes in her mind, magnifying her racing thoughts and the impossible choice she faces. Amy's hands tremble slightly as she lifts them to her chest, clutching the fabric of her shirt as if trying to hold herself together. Memories of Ty's laughter, his comforting presence, the moments she thought were closed chapters flash in vivid bursts. Her heart pounds, caught between the past and present, between the life she has with Jack and the emotions that Ty still stirs. The ranch, with its familiar barns, rolling hills, and grazing horses, has transformed into a mirror of her internal struggle. Even the wind feels like it's whispering doubts into her ear, tugging at her hair and stirring the tall grass as if conspiring with her. Conflicted thoughts. Amy takes a tentative step forward, then stops, unsure of whether she's moving toward clarity or chaos. Her eyes shift to the horizon, where Ty's favorite spots lie bathed in the golden glow of sunset. Every detail, the worn fence under the oak tree, the distant barn corner, the glint of sunlight on a saddle reminds her that the past is never truly gone. She exhales sharply, a mix of frustration, longing, and fear. Knowing she has a decision to make, confront the emotions Jack's words have unleashed, or bury them again to preserve the calm of her present life. Jack glances over, sensing a shift, but still unaware of the depth of Amy's turmoil. The quiet tension between them stretches across the ranch, thick and palpable, as if the land itself has taken sides. Amy's lips part slightly, almost ready to speak, but the words catch in her throat. Her shadow stretches across the ground, elongated by the sunset, symbolic of the weight of the past pressing down on her. The scene slows, lingering on Amy's conflicted expression, the subtle tightening of her jaw, the flicker of doubt in her eyes, the small shiver that runs through her as if the ranch has become both sanctuary and trap. The camera pulls back, showing Amy as a small figure against the vast glowing expanse of Heartland. The silence is deafening, broken only by the soft rustle of leaves and the distant call of a horse. The moment is suspended, a perfect cliffhanger. Viewers are left wondering, what will Amy do next? Will she confront Jack? Will she revisit the past with Ty? Or will she walk away, leaving questions unanswered? Every heartbeat feels heavier, every second stretching suspense further, ensuring that the audience is left completely captivated, unable to look away until the next section, as the last rays of sunlight fade behind the rolling hills of Heartland Ranch. Amy stands motionless, her silhouette etched against the glowing sky. The gentle breeze carries whispers of the day's tension, rustling the grass and the trees as if the ranch itself is holding its breath. Jack finishes his chores, glancing toward Amy, but neither speaks. The weight of unspoken emotions lingers in the air, thick and palpable. Every element, the grazing horses, the distant barns, the golden fields paints a picture of serenity that contrasts sharply with the storm. Raging quietly in Amy's heart, Amy's eyes trace the horizon one final time, lingering on the places that hold memories of Ty, the oak tree, the worn saddle, the barn corner where laughter and secrets were shared. All of it becomes symbolic, a visual cue of the past and its pull on her present. Her breathing slows, but her mind races with possibilities. Should she confront Jack, revisit her feelings for Ty, or let the moment pass, carrying the tension quietly within her? The unanswered questions hang in the golden twilight like a promise of drama yet to unfold. For the viewers, this is the moment that leaves them on the edge of their seats. The camera slowly zooms out, revealing the vast Heartland ranch bathed in twilight shadows, emphasizing the scale of Amy's emotional struggle. Music swells softly, hinting at both hope and heartbreak. While captions or voiceover gently draw viewers in, Amy's choice could change everything. But what will she do next? The combination of suspense, visuals, and emotion keeps fans hooked, eager to see the next chapter unfold. Finally, the video transitions to a subtle call to action, inviting viewers to engage. What do you think? Amy will decide. Will Jack's words reopen the past, or will she stay in the present? Comment below with your thoughts, and don't miss the next episode of Heartland. Season 24, all the shocking twists. Overlaying clips of Amy and Ty's shared moments, with slow pans of the ranch at sunset, reinforces the nostalgia and tension, making the audience feel like they're part of the drama themselves. The scene fades with a lingering shot of Amy, standing alone, the ranch stretching endlessly behind her, leaving a haunting, unforgettable impression. Viewers are left with one thought echoing in their minds. The calm of Heartland is gone, and Amy's heart is caught in a storm they must watch unfold. The combination of emotional visuals, suspenseful pacing, and direct engagement ensures this. Video ends on a dramatic, memorable note while driving comments, shares, and excitement for the next reveal.